Hey guys, Admin D here with the Florida Leo Fire and EMS Wives. I'm super excited because I just left Fantasy of Flight and I was able to pick up over 1,000 children's books that were donated by them. We're going to be using these books to give the children that have unfortunately been subjected into domestic violence or stressful and emotional situations. We're going to be giving these books to local law enforcement and wrapping them individually so that when law enforcement comes onto a call and they encounter these kids, they have something that they can give to them to try to ease their minds a little bit. The book is called The Spirit of St. Lindy. It's based off of a true story, and it was written by the founder of Fantasy of Flight named Kermit Weeks, which he is an awesome guy. If you don't know much about Fantasy of Flight, it is directly in between Orlando and Tampa here in Florida. We like to call this little place Orlampa for those of you that are not locally around us. We could not be more excited that these books are going to be gifted because unfortunately domestic violence is a really horrible thing, especially for children to have to witness. So this is going to help us really make a difference in our community. By the Domestic Violence Association, did you know that over 5 million kids a year are subject to witnessing domestic violence situations? Here's a few really startling facts that many of us might not know. Studies also show that children that are subjected to domestic violence, it actually alters their DNA and prematurely ages them by 7 to 10 years. If a kid has to grow up in a domestic violence situation, they're 74% more likely to commit domestic violence or a crime against another person in the future. Kids that are also subjected to domestic violence are 6 times more likely to commit suicide and 50% more likely to get caught up in drugs and alcohol abuse. So like I said, this story is based off of a real life situation. This book is based off Charles Lindbergh and his 1927 strive that he made to make a difference within the aircraft community and the rest of the world as far as growing technology and making a name for himself. Kermit writes in the beginning of the book that he believes that flight is the most profound metaphor for pushing our boundaries, reaching beyond ourselves in freedom, not only in the outer world but also in our inner world. For we each in our own way can relate to reaching for the sky and reaching for the stars, as well as soaring in our imagination and flying in our dreams. This is an awesome book that I am so excited that these kids are going to get to be able to have. There's also a portion in the book where it states that you can write your name, this book belongs to. We're hoping that when the officers are able to give some of these books to these kids that they can let them unwrap them and then go ahead and write their names in them so that they have something special that's just there for them. We're super excited because the 3 departments that we're going to be gifting these books to are Winter Haven Police Department, Lakeland Police Department, and Auburndale Police Department. We have folks at all those departments right now working on sending us their numbers as far as how many patrol vehicles that they have right now for each unit. And we're hoping that we can outfit each car with at least 4 books so that each of these officers are able to hand these out to all the kids in our local area. So again, thank you so much, Fantasy of Flight. The Florida Leo Fire and EMS Wives are incredibly grateful, and we're really excited that you guys wanted to help us make a difference for all of the kids in our local area and help fight domestic violence and to make a difference in the world. We really appreciate it. If you want to do something, get up, do something. You can change the world.